What else could an orgasm be besides those two things? How would you describe that?
Just deep breaths and feeling your body, like concentrating on sensations, even just like your fingertips together, like, and feeling the way.
Magic. Look what you did.
No.
Fine.
Feeling the way.
So, how would you describe sexuality?
I believe, it's my belief that our sexual energy is the core of who we truly are. And when you can fully embrace what you're sexually attracted to, or how your sexual energy moves through your body, you can grow exponentially as a person. And for me, it's very spiritual. So sexuality, I would say, is the deepest form of expression that is like a core of a person and can bring them the biggest lessons and deepest learning experiences of their life.
How would you describe the spiritual aspects of sex?
It is a place of conditionality. So if you're fully in acceptance of your sexuality, or how you like to express yourself sexually, if you're fully in acceptance of yourself in that way, you can be in full acceptance of other people. And that brings about a level of unconditional love and compassion for your fellow human beings that we're not experiencing right now on Earth.
How do you think embracing your sexual truth would have an impact on the world?
Well, I have a belief that all the ills of the world is the manifestation of us denying the core of accepting our sexual energy. The fact that we're so ill around sex is like this causing this spiraling outward of, because you can even feel far more connected to the universe, like the trees, the animals, this place we inhabit, the air we breathe. It's like it's a connecting energy. If you consider that it's almost like an orgasm is the energy that creates this colliding and this forming of particles coming together in explosions is what forms the Earth and planets. There's really no difference. Like, we are, and we were born of orgasms. Somebody orgasmed, which caused this stream rush of energy, which collided two things, which had an explosion. And there's been studies done that when the sperm makes it into the egg like lights up like it's an explosion with all this energy firing out of it. And then we're this sudden unfolding of an orgasm. So our entire lives are an unfolding of an orgasm, like the Big Bang. Regardless of, even if you're experiencing despair and heartache and trouble and you're cutting yourself off from your sexuality, that is in its own way an expression of your sexuality on your spiritual journey. Like, if you consider the Big Bang started the universe, and it just keeps spreading outward, and stuff happens in this swirling space of all that happened because of this conception. So that's like each human being formed because of an orgasm, and then it's just like this ever flowing outward of energy as we move through our life.
Yeah.
Like an expanding orgasm. It's gonna go where it wants to go and form how it wants to form and feel what it wants to feel and learn what it needs to learn. But if you're really in touch with your sexuality, you can feel that like everything is orgasmic and pleasurable. So not orgasm in like coming and you've finished, but like orgasmic pleasure, pulsing energy.
Magic. Look what you did.
No.
Fine.
feeling the way that specific sensation like warms up your fingertips, and then you can start to feel like stuff moving down your hand, and just feeling sensations of just like touching your face or playing with your hair, anything that makes you feel sensual and in your body can be considered, from my perspective, an orgasm. If you can, even if you're just doing this, focus on your pussy and feel how she reacts. And you start to notice her reactions to things. That can be its own orgasm. And just to connect to that and feel the way your pussy opens and closes and it's wet, or how she reacts to the world around her is of vital importance. Because she's communicating to you like what your deepest inner drives are, what your true desires are, how you really feel about something, not like what you think is the right way to feel. Or if you're scared of something but you notice your pussy's like getting alive, it means it's something to explore. Safely, of course.
How do you learn to love yourself if you don't currently?
It's my belief that we all inherently love ourselves, or we'd be dead.
Oh, interesting.
The fact that you eat every day and drink water, take a shower, have a job at all, even if you hate the job, you're doing it for yourself. You put clothes on for yourself even if you aren't into fashion or you dress sloppy, you're still clothing your body. It is a form of protection. So every single thing we do is a form of self-love. We just may not be conscious of it. So I think a place to start is to simply become aware that like, oh, I'm taking a shower because I love my body and I want it to be clean. I'm brushing my teeth because I love my teeth and I want them to be healthy and happy. I'm drinking coffee because I love my mind and I want it to wake up, or however you want to phrase it. Just start actively telling yourself that, whether or not you believe it. At the time, it can start to shift your awareness. I mean, even if you're in the worst if you've hit rock bottom in your life, there's something that you're doing. You're at least finding yourself food. Even if you're addicted to drugs, you're finding something that eases your pain in a way, even though it's very unhealthy and it's physically killing you. There's a part of you that's trying to figure out how to make things right in your life, even if it's very misguided and unhealthy in the moment. So I think even when you are at your worst, you're still doing things out of self-love that you're just simply not aware of.
It's so funny that we're like bathed in this red light now. This is hilarious. It's so great. Like if I did this on stage, like the moment you started to put your fingers together, everything went pink and red. People would say it was contrived, like, but it actually just happened.